And we're back. How you guys doing? Today we're installing this Compustar on this Chevy Silverado 95 on oldie. So this right here are your main harness, your main plug, so your 12 volts, which are the red and red whites, your accessory, starter, ignition, and second accessory or second ignition, whatever it is those big heavy gauges. This small white one is your horn. I ran it right here because these wires are gonna be along this. So these right here, parking light and your dome light. I'm gonna go ahead and grab it from here. Parking light, and then the dome light should be inside this same plug right there. That white one, the one that's underneath that red one, that's gonna be your dome light. Negative, I believe it was. Yeah, it was negative. And then this one right here is for the brake. This brown one is for your siren. That's why I left it loose. And then this one is for your ground. Right. So first off, what you guys are gonna have to do is take this apart. Right here where the right here where the brake release is, it has a 7. Under here it has a 7. Another one over here right there, and then another one all the way further back, plus this whole piece comes out all the way over there. The whole piece comes out. Okay, once you take out those 7s, right here on this brake release is gonna have, where is it at? Let me see if I can find it for you guys. This, right, your brake release is gonna have, it's gonna be holding on by clips. So this goes in like this. What you guys are gonna do is send a small flathead to push in the clips. Once the clips are in, you pop this out. Then right here, you're gonna look at it very closely because you're gonna have to turn it. So right here, it's got like little prongs, little legs. You see that? So I believe it's tilted like that. What you guys gotta do is just flip it, move it till it's straight in the holes, and then push this all the way back, and then that comes out loose. And then once you take that off, all of this is gonna come out loose. Like I said, 1/7 there, 1/7 there, and then another one all the way in the corner. And everything else is just pure clips. This right here, I took out the hose, just the pure hose. And we set that to the side. Then it's got this little metal piece, 2 more 7s. Then that little small one comes out, which is this one right there, the 7s. And then this big metal piece, it's got 10s, 4 of them. So one there, one here, and same thing on the other side. Then that metal piece comes off, and then you guys should be here where I'm at. Alright, I already ran my antenna. One thing about the alarms, whenever you run your antenna, guys, please make sure it's underneath this blue little barrier, so that way you get better reception and better signal. And also in this case, it doesn't have the little black dots. I believe that's for your heater. Make sure you guys don't stick that on there because that loses your signal as well. So just stick it underneath that, or avoid sticking it there, just so that way you guys get better signal and all that. I ran my antenna over there. This one also comes with a separate light, which I left right there. this little light. I ran them both through the pillar down here, which is these right here. I'm gonna go ahead and hook those up when I'm done. And these are the plugs. This is for the temperature, so that way it reads the temperature. That's the sensor. This is your functions for like your locks, the horn, and all that. And then, like I said, this is your gauge, your heavy thick gauge, the main power, 12 volts, parking lights, all that good stuff. Right. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on the main powers, which is, like I said, here. And in my information, it says right there, 12 volts, starter, ignition, second ignition, accessory. So we're gonna go ahead and get those done, and I'll see you guys in a bit. One more thing I forgot to mention, you guys. This one, since it's an older year, it does not require a module. And so we're gonna have to do everything manually, meaning the locks, the brake, the dome lights, or door trigger. And what else? I believe that's it. Yeah, so no module for this one, only because it's a 98. It's an older year. And then also the locks for this, keep in mind, the systems only work when the locks are negative, like the Compustar, auto shield, silencers, Vipers, all that, they work with the negative. But in this case, the Chevy, they're positive, and your door locks are all the way in here. So you gotta take out this kick panel. When you take out this kick panel, you're gonna see this plug right here. It's gonna be this white one and this light blue one all the way over here in the corner. All right, we took off this tape cover, and these are our wires. Like it says here, 12 volts is red, starter is yellow or violet. So I got my 12 volts, which was red. Oops. Right there. When you're gonna go and hook up the 12 volts, be careful, because you have this metal piece here. Once you peel it, make sure that doesn't touch metal. If not, you might burn something. Because this is constant, it's gonna be giving you 12 volts all the time. So just that's the only one you guys gotta be careful, because that's the only one that gives you 12 volts all the time. As far as the starter, it says it was yellow or violets. I don't see no violets here. It's got to be one of these thick ones, not the thinner ones over here. These thicker ones. So I found this yellow. We're gonna go ahead and test it out. It should only give me positive when it does the function. So since this is starter, it should give me 12 volts when you start up the car. Right now it's in ground. It's not giving me nothing. Just the key. Go ahead and start it. You see that? Only when you start it, it gives you, once you let go of the starter, it goes back to negative. So that means we got this wire is the right one. And the same thing you're gonna do with the ignition accessory and all of that. That's pretty much just a heads up, a little tip for you guys on how to test out your wires, so that way you guys just don't go poking and hooking up random wires. Oh, and also for better connection, what I do, like, so that way the wire don't come out loose or it's not loose, I peel the wire, I poke a hole through it, and then I send my wire, which in this case is going to be the yellow one, because on the Compustar, the starter is yellow. It all depends on the name brand of the alarm you guys are installing. So you guys just gotta read the manual and keep an eye out which one, you know which one does what. So right here, I don't know if it could focus. Probably might not focus, but oh, there you go a little bit. On the top, you see how it says number 6, yellow, 12 volts right here, 12 volt starter, right there. That's my starter, so that's how I know it's yellow. And then your white one is your accessory, and then green one is your ignition. And in this case, the blue one is gonna be second ignition. Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty much, you guys gotta go based off what the manual, just so you guys know what wire does what functions. But yeah, let's keep it going. Alright, and we're back. Look at how nice and clean this is, boy. Okay, anyways, so like I said, your main powers to these thick main wires. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys screenshot this real quick if you guys could see that. So you guys get an idea of what wires you guys need. Alright, you guys got it? Let me scroll a little bit down. Alright, bet. So right here, 12 volts is red, starter yellow, ignition pink, so second ignition white or pink whites, and accessory orange. So right here, my red with the red, my accessory, which is the white one, which is the orange one, like the information says, my blue one, which was second ignition, to the pink white, or it could have been yellow, I mean white, but in this case it was pink white. And then and then for the horn, it was a black one. It's gonna be in this separate plug, this top one, the one with the thin wires, not in this thick one, because you also have a black one with this that's running with this thick wires, but it's not gonna be in there, so that way you guys don't just hook it up. But remember, go ahead and use a probe light to test out your wires. You don't necessarily need this fancy schmancy one. You could use the little basic test light one, the one with the little light in the middle. Just hook it up to ground, and then the other end you go ahead and start poking and testing out your wires. So again, your horn trigger is up here, this black one with this small thin ones. And we're done with that. What we're gonna do is tape all this up, make it look nice, make it look back to stock factory. And then we're gonna go ahead, whoa, what the hell was that? This side, where your parking lights are at, we're gonna go ahead and disconnect that plug. It's got this one clip. Like I said, this white one next to this red one right here, that's gonna be your dome light. So whenever someone opens the door, the little light is gonna go on, and then it's gonna detect your door open, and the alarm's gonna go off. Okay, because in this case, his pin, his door trigger for the driver's side does not work. So if I press it and let it go, the light doesn't even turn on. When I do that on that door, when I open the door, that's when that light comes on. So I'd rather get it to the dome light, because if I hook it up here and they open the door, it's not gonna go off. You get me? All right, so that white one again is your dome light. I believe it was positive. Let me see, red white. Oh no, it's negative. It's negative. That white one is negative. So if you put your test light right there, it's gonna blink red, meaning positive. But when you open the door and the light turns on, it's gonna give you negative, which is what's supposed to do. And then as far as the parking light, let me see the information. The parking light, it says right here, a brown one. So we'll go back here, flick this bad boy, it's gonna be right there, that brown one next to that black one by the corner. So that green white is gonna go to that brown one, and then the red whites from this little plug is gonna go to this white one. Yo, all right, we are back, guys. So crazy thing is, I messed up. The locks, turns out, I got it. Okay, turns out I didn't read this shit, but it's 5-wire. Normally this works when it's not 5-wire. I didn't fucking see my goofy ass, so I ended up taking this shit out, and we did have to, por ley, we have to hook up that relay. Okay. We had to hook up that relay, which is this right here. You are gonna need 2 relays. All right, those 2 relays, and then as far as hooking those up, let me go ahead and get some more. All right, so in this case, this Compustar comes with its own relay and the socket for it, but you are gonna need 2 of them. So down here, this yellow one is your 30, and I believe this top one is your 87. Here, let me show you. I don't think it's gonna focus. Let's see if focus. There you go. This is bottom 130, the top one 87, 86, 85, and then this middle one is 87. Hey, there you go, even better. 87, 30 down here, 86 on the left, 85 on the right, and 87A in the middle. So let's see. There you go. So, like I said, 2 of them. You're gonna send the 87, which is the top one, the yellow whites, and this one, the green one. You're gonna send these with the other relay, same, the top one, but on the other one, you're gonna have to send the left one instead of the right one. So this one, and then on the other relay, this one and this one. Those 4, you're gonna hook it up to 12 volts. You know what you guys could do even better is just search up on the internet the 5-wire diagram, and you guys will understand it a little bit more better than than how I'm explaining it. But yeah, pretty much I took out the other piece, that shit, took it off and sent this, because I hooked it up with that one and it didn't do nothing. And again, since it's a 5-wire, you have to send relays. So now, and then I finished installing everything else, the horn, the brake, all of that. So, and I also ran my siren. That's my siren that comes from the alarm. I'm gonna go ahead and tuck this more. So right here is the boot for the hood. I ran it through there. I put the cushion back in there. My alarm is there with zip ties. It's not going nowhere. Same thing with the relays. My brake. Oh, I forgot one more thing. The brake, guys, your brake wire, you could hook it up to here. This white one all the way in the corner. This white one right here, all the way in the corner, the small one. That one. That one's gonna be right here. Right there. Cause in the information it says it goes to the brake pedal, but your wires is all the way back here. So you could just easily hook it up right there. So let's go ahead and test this out. Again, everything's done. Let's go ahead and test it. Again, everything's done, so let's go ahead and test it out. Just make sure everything's working before I go ahead and put all the panels back. try lock, unlock, and then remote start. This stays on for 15 minutes. If not, you could press and hold the same remote start button and it turns off. Or since we hit the brake wire, we hooked it up. Once you hit it, it cuts off. That's like an anti-theft in case you remote start and somebody wants to take off with your car when it's on. But yeah, that's it. This one comes with 2 controls. Does the same thing. And then this key is for your remote start. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back. Yeah, and we're done. This whole panel is put on. The brake, the vents, everything. I fuck with the steering wheel though. It looks nice. But just pulled it out. Right now, I think we're gonna escalate. Same thing, alarm and remote start. But let's go ahead and test this out one more time before we turn it into the customer. Lock, unlock, and then hold on, let's lock one more time. Remote start. Yeah. That's how it's done. Now, if you guys follow through the whole installation, this car is easy because again, since it's an older model, it doesn't require as much as the newer models, because the newer models you need a module and all that. But all you pretty much need is the horn, the locks, brake, and the door trigger. This one in this case didn't have a factory alarm, so we didn't hook up the factory alarm disarm because again it didn't come equipped with one. So that's it. You guys follow through, then congratulations, you guys installed your first alarm on a Chevy Silverado 95. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys found this educational, and I hope you guys learned some from this. Open this, hit this brake, and we're ready to go. But yeah, hope you guys learned something from this. You know, hit that like button, subscribe, comment on whatever you guys have any questions on. As far as, like I said, the locks, just search up that the 5-wire lock installation or diagram, and it should show you and explain a little bit better than how I explained it. But yeah, again, like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next one. That's how it's done. Peace.